share the heart of our Christian faith with a wider audience, those outside the four walls of our church. At CBA, it's what we do.
CBA broadcasts on the biggest stations in New Zealand, reaching the largest possible audiences. This is one example of that. This is News Talk ZB. We're on air here every Sunday evening from 6 till 8 p.m, and at Christmas and Easter we broadcast across the day.
As well as being on the radio, we make a raft of podcasts, such as Grey Areas and Sunday Sanctuary, which I host, and hosted by Frank Ritchie, a podcast called Recovering. We also help produce Are You Mental, a podcast about mental well-being. And we have great working relationships with our media partners, MediaWorks, RNZ, and NZME.
As an international award-winning production house, we've also made a fair bit of commercial work in creating podcasts for the likes of NZME, MediaWorks, and advertising agencies. We also, from time to time, help out other Christian organizations with their media content. We record in this studio things like Paipera Tapu, which is the Maori audio Bible, Rob Harley's latest podcasts, and even an audiobook called Huia Come Home.
Media chaplaincy is all about supporting people who work in our media, giving them a supportive and confidential listening ear. Just like you have a hospital or sports chaplain, we have chaplains just for our media. We're all about loving and blessing and serving them, and the demand for this is really great. That's why in the last few years we've had to grow our team to more than a dozen across our country.
There are Christians in every newsroom, TV station, radio station, film set and media organisations all throughout New Zealand. We facilitate a network called SALT for Christians working in the media to support them to remain faithful in their vocation. Another thing we do is provide scholarships for young Christians studying and working towards a career in media.
Xbox is an initiative that exists to get more high-quality, nuanced, engaging Christian commentary in mainstream media. Since launching, we've built a large network of Christian commentators and relationships with some of New Zealand's biggest news outlets. As a result, Xbox has had a hand in hundreds of news stories, interviews, and opinion pieces in places like this, and this, and this.
CBA is making moves in the digital space. The landscape has changed significantly, and digital platforms like Instagram and YouTube are now part of mainstream media. And so we're working to create thoughtful, engaging, original content that brings a hopeful Christian voice to these rapidly evolving platforms.
Imagine an Aotearoa New Zealand where everyone knows God is good, the media is faith positive and open to conversations about God. As CBA continues to be a faithful presence in New Zealand's media, we hope you'll join us.